Bitcoin is having a super important retest here on the weekly time frame, and on this video as well, I will give a huge update on the Binance situation. I will exactly explain what currently is going on. I will give a big update about what is happening on the imminent short term, what is happening with the long and short positions on Binance, and what is going to be happening next for Bitcoin. So don't forget to watch this video till the end, because this is definitely one of the most important update videos I have made it a while, even though Bitcoin has been super boring in the meantime. So without any further ado, don't forget to slap all that like button on today's update video. Can we smash it back above 500 likes? That will be absolutely incredible. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the imminent short term of the price action of Bitcoin. Once looking at Bitcoin on that imminent short term, we can currently see that Bitcoin at yesterday saw a small little dump towards the downside and straight away recover back towards the upside. And right now still we are trading around 26.1k. But just like I've been predicting, I still think Bitcoin is going to go a little bit lower before potentially turning back towards the upside again here. You can see $25,000 is still the liquidity range, and we went down to grab some liquidity, not necessarily touch the lows. Maybe this is right now already the bottom, but still I am prepared for Bitcoin to potentially go to 24.8k before bouncing back towards the upside. So yes, if Bitcoin does decide to be going higher from off this point onwards, I will be definitely okay with it, but I won't be surprised if Bitcoin first comes down to 24.8k before potentially sees its next upturn. So on the 4-hourly time frame as well, Bitcoin remains to be boring. It remains to be trading sideways, and really where we should be looking at right now for Bitcoin are these higher pictures. So on the bigger time frame, we can currently see 24.8k is the massive support trading below us, and as long as we're holding up towards 24.8k, this previous resistance level that flipped into support right here, we are just fine here. So as soon as we do break below 24.8k, that is the point where I would start to be worrying on Bitcoin. But as long as we're holding up towards that level, I don't really see a reason to really start to be panicking. And of course, for the bulls, we need to be breaking above 31.6k, but that is not really the case to be discussing right now, since we're trading on the lower side. Many people are currently saying Bitcoin is going to come down to 10k or 12k, but if that is going to be happening, it's probably not going to be happening straight away here, because currently Bitcoin remains to be super oversold, not only on the 12-hour time frame, but also on the daily time frame. And you can clearly see on the daily time frame how significantly oversold we are. And historically speaking, once we are oversold on Bitcoin, we've learned this from the FTX collapse. We've learned this from previous collapses on Bitcoin as well. I can give you another example here. Back in June, we usually tend to see a small little recovery, create a bullish divergence recovery before potentially going down here. Because the market doesn't really move in one go here, it usually takes some time to get this move initiated. So if Bitcoin really is going to go down here, I would first expect a small little relief towards the upside before coming down lower. And of course, what is important to know, as long as Bitcoin remains to be holding this daily support around $25,000, I don't really see a reason to be starting to be panicking in the market right now. Then another very interesting thing we need to be discussing is, of course, the open interest and the funding rates in the market. Currently, we can see Bitcoin funding, Ethereum funding, BNB as well. Everything is negative, what means that the majority of the traders in this market are currently trading the market short, and due to that, the market is having significantly negative funding rates, what means that if you are in a long position, you are getting paid to be in a long position, and what also means that currently there are more shorting positions open in the market in terms of open interest than long positions. So that is usually going to indicate it is likely that there's going to be a short squeeze in the market anytime soon. So looking at my trades here, currently I remain to be long on Ethereum. This is in a significant loss right now here, but like I've said several times before, if Ethereum comes down to 14 to 1500 US dollars, I am going to double down my margin to basically bring down the average liquidation price by literally $400 to $500. So yes, this is my strategy that I'm currently trading, and yes, if Ethereum really decides to be dropping further on towards the downside, I am just going to add more margin, and this is a trade I'm trying to be building up for the next bull run, so I can make a ton of money from swing trading Ethereum, since I'm super excited about Ethereum. And if you are interested in trading, don't forget to go to the link in the description of today's video, because you can claim a free 1,000 US dollars long or short position on Bitcoin or on XRP. And all you need to do here is go to the link in the description, sign up an account using that link, deposit $100 within 7 days, and you can claim a free airdrop position worth 1,000 US dollars on XRP or either on Bitcoin. So go to the link description if you want to be claiming this, but it's definitely super valuable. Then let me quickly explain what currently is going on with Binance, because there's a lot of FUD in the market about what currently is happening with BNB, what currently is happening with Binance. So like everyone does know here, BNB is the own coin from Binance, what primarily serves the users within the platform. The total market capitalization from BNB is approximately equivalent to 1.2 million Bitcoin, yet Binance only holds 563,000 Bitcoin on their exchange. Should the value of BNB decline, Binance may resort to be liquidating their Bitcoin to uphold their BNB price. This approach is of course tenable until it isn't. So of course, until it drops too much, they can't hold up the price anymore. So a failure could potentially mirror an FTX scenario, but then on a way larger scale, because Binance is literally the largest centralized exchange. So I am not saying this is going to be happening, because they also have a lot of dollar reserves. If I say it correctly, they are holding 1.5 billion US dollars in dollar reserves to be buying up if anything is going to be happening in the market. So yeah, this is pretty interesting to be seeing here. They have got a lot of reserves. So since FTX already happened 10 months ago, they know how to avoid this. And that is why I probably think it's not going to be happening. However, if you hold all your funds on Binance, I would definitely start to be moving your funds to some other exchanges or to a ledger. So if you're interested in moving to another exchange, I would, of course, highly recommend to sign up an account using the link description, because then you can also claim a free 1,000 US dollar airdrop position. But more importantly, it is just important to understand the risk in the market and what could be happening with Bitcoin. Do I really think Binance is going to collapse? No, I don't think it's likely to be happening. So right now, what we can currently see here on the BNB price here is that BNB bounced back towards the upside. And while this happens, the open interest significantly decreased in the market. So what we saw over here is shorting positions getting closed and the market is moving up here. So there's some shorts getting out of the market. And at the same time, if I'm looking at the funding rates, it is extremely negative, what means that people are really betting on BNB going lower. What is, of course, very interesting to be seeing here, because that could also cause a massive short squeeze. And also, I think it's probably going to be holding up here, but I do want to be pointing out the risks that are currently in the market. And yes, usually once there's so much fun in the market, it also equals a very good buying opportunity. I see many people panicking in the market right now here that Bitcoin is going to crash to $10,000, but this is once again a very good buying opportunity since there's so much FUD in the market. And that is why I am currently buying more Bitcoin. And more importantly, this is also the week where the judge needs to be deciding whether to grant or deny the conversion of a Grayscale fund in towards a Bitcoin spot ETF. And this will be happening this week. And that is, of course, super excited, because if this happens, the market can reverse very, very quickly and Bitcoin could be back on $30,000 in literally no time. So make sure to pay attention towards this as well here. At the same time, Bitcoin could start to be creating, of course, that higher low here on the 3-day time frame. And while that is going to be happening, it could also mean that we're going to confirm the lower low on the RSI on the 3-day time frame, and that we're going to be printing a bullish divergence on the 3-day time frame, what is of course a super interesting and bullish signal for the Bitcoin price action right now here. At the same time as well, we can currently see here that Bitcoin is currently seeing a gigantic retest here of this super important 25,000 US dollar level. And basically every single time we've been retesting this level, we have seen a positive reaction from it, either a big rejection or a big bounce from it. And as long as we're holding above this level, I don't see a reason to be panicking on Bitcoin right now here. And more importantly, we are also retesting this super important weekly trend line that previously provided resistance for over 616 days here. And right now it looks to be flipping into support. So this, together with the horizontal level around $25,000, makes up a very interesting range for accumulation in my opinion. And of course, I don't really see a likely scenario where Bitcoin is going to really break below it, since also that Grayscale spot ETF is probably going to be happening this week. It's very likely it's going to be happening. And if this happens, the other Bitcoin spot ETFs are going to get approved within no time, because they must. And then the market is going to start rolling in towards a positive vibe again here. And right now, everything looks so bearish. Probably the market is going to be reversing very quickly again here. And if these Bitcoin spot ETFs are going to get approved, what is going to be happening is that the Bitcoin dominance is going to rise and altcoins aren't. That is what I am expecting. Altcoins are going to stay behind. Bitcoin is going to be rising most certainly the most. So that is what I'm currently expecting. Be very careful with buying altcoins. I personally think that the Bitcoin dominance is probably going to see another move towards the upside. And my personal targets to be buying it towards altcoins is either once Bitcoin breaks its all-time high or is getting very close to be breaking its all-time high, or either when it's starting to be approaching the 54 to approximately 60% region for Bitcoin, because that previously ranked was a very big level of resistance, and that could be a region for me to be starting to think right now I really want to get into altcoins, but currently I'm still standing a little bit low. And of course, if I'm going big into altcoins, you will be all knowing here on the channel, because then we're going to be making a ton of money once again with the altcoin market making 30 to 20x's everywhere. So guys, that was it for me in today's update video. If you did enjoy, don't forget to slap up the like button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.